Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Cindy Bates, Vice President of Microsoft Small and Medium Business and Distribution.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks to all our partners that participated in our SMB What's Next video contest. Great to see some of the creative ways that you're sharing what you think is SMB Next all about. Microsoft is investing to make sure you can take advantage of all of this. Everything that we've heard today really talks to the core fundamentals of what SMBs are looking for. Agility, mobility, productivity. That's at the base, as you all know, of what we've heard this week. So we are continuing to invest. The cloud is a game changer, and I'm really excited to bring on stage one of our partners who is living SMB What's Next. Chris Hertz is the CEO of New Signature in Washington, D.C., and he was an earlier adopter, he and New Signature, an earlier adopter of the cloud, and they're really seeing that pay off in spades. It's resulting not only in great business growth, but also Chris has been the recipient of numerous awards. He was the D.C. Chamber Small Business Person of the Year. New Signature was on Inc.'s 500 fastest growing private companies. CRN called them out as one of the 50 fastest solution provider growing companies. And just here at WPC in Toronto, New Signature was named Intune Partner of the Year, as well as, actually, and this is almost my favorite too, I know Chris said it was his favorite, they won the Citizenship Award for some of the great work that they're doing with young people and young adults, underprivileged, in the DC area and bringing them into the technology industry. So please help me give a warm welcome to Chris Hertz to join me on stage. Chris, as I said, you are really a pioneer, cutting edge, in the cloud, early. Tell me why and what that's meant for New Signature.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. And hello, good morning. So we were early into the cloud for really two reasons. One, we saw very early on that it could transform our business, and that was by increased revenues, increased margins, and actually the ability to recruit and attract the great talent, the digital natives of sort of the next generation of leaders that we're trying to get in the door. Secondly, I'll reinforce some of the points you made earlier about the transformational nature of the cloud and of Microsoft's cloud services specifically with small business. So if you think about small business, let's rewind 2 years ago. A small business was really disadvantaged against larger enterprises. And I loved your example of Link Online earlier. And I think you add their SharePoint Online, and you think about how that's impacted small businesses in the way they collaborate, in how productive they are, in their ability to scale their business beyond the local confines they were usually trapped into being able to sell and recruit talent, sell to new businesses nationally and globally. And if you imagine also, you think about a two-person business, just gotten started, they're trying to figure out how to get there. In the old days, you had to think about, what kind of hardware am I going to buy for them? How are they going to scale? If they're going to be 40 people in a year, what does that mean in terms of servers? How do we try and plan for that growth? And now we have this amazing agility where we can come in and sit there and say, look, you don't have to worry about whether you're going to grow 300% or maybe you'll scale up over a summer and then scale back down. We can handle all these things with Windows Intune, with Dynamics CRM Online, and with Office 365. And that's really led to making us look like heroes and really providing them with an amazing opportunity to grow their businesses. And that's had an impact on our business as well. So we talked a little bit, we actually grew our business year over year 60% last year. In terms of headcount, just to give you an example, a year and a half ago, January 2011, we were at 32 people, and today we're at 75. And that's been supported purely through driving cloud business with Microsoft. And we are 100% Microsoft, 100% pure play. We do on-premise, we also do cloud, and that power of choice we'll talk about a little bit later, I think, but that's really important to our business as well.
That's great. So we heard a little bit earlier in the week about the partner of record fees and actually going up to 23%, maximum of 23%.
Who's excited?
In the first year.
Yeah, everybody should be. Come on.
So that's good news. But actually, the question is, so that's the foundation of profitability in the cloud. But talk a little bit more about how are you making money in the cloud beyond the partner of record fees?
How are we not making money?
Okay, well, tell us.
Who else is here making money right now in the cloud? If you're not raising your hand, when you leave today, you should be making money. You should go tell some people. So we're making money in a number of ways. First, we have a managed service practice. We've baked into our managed service practice Windows Intune, Office 365. And I love to talk about the virtuous cycle of the Microsoft online services. I mean, we've come in there, we've been able to increase our margins by 25% in the last year on our managed services practice.
Great.
We've been able to support a greater number of clients with a smaller number of employees. We've obviously expanded, but that's because we've actually expanded our customer base by threefold in the last year. We've been able to come in and take that time that they used to spend maintaining infrastructure and actually divert it towards capturing transactional business, project business. So from that standpoint, we're now going in and able to talk about things like SharePoint Online. Well, now we've deployed it as part of our managed services practice. We're no longer coming and saying that we're managing your technology. We actually have trademarked a term called transformative service provider. And we come in and we say, we're not managing your technology anymore. We're transforming your business. And that's really been an amazing opportunity for us. And if you think about it, this has now increased the satisfaction of our customers, which has meant that we now have a lot of referrals coming in. We're able to win business more competitively. And you sort of just have this great cycle that just keeps building. And so we've just been tremendously successful with that. And I can't say enough about the fact that being in all three products, the triple play of Dynamic CRM Online, Windows Intune, and Office 365 has been really, really impactful on our business because we're not just going in and selling one product, we're selling all three. And as that, the sales cycle, the velocity of it is much more quick. And also we're getting much more out of each client. They're worth a lot more to us. And the annuity business is phenomenal.
That's great. Love the annuity business. Talk a little bit about, we talked about still seeing incredible growth in our open business.
Yeah.
Talk about the power of choice. That's certainly a differentiator for Microsoft, being able to offer open cloud and all of that. Talk about how that manifests itself in your business.
Yeah, so we sell both, right? We started out traditionally selling open. We've moved into the cloud aggressively. And that's been really powerful for us to continue to have that opportunity because when we walk into a lot of customers, some are ready to move to the cloud and some aren't. And some are in between. And so this ability to be on-premise, hybrid, or in the cloud, and to be able to paint a roadmap, depending on the workload, of where they are today and where they want to be, is something that's really empowering to us and really empowering to our customers. And so that choice actually means that we're also maximizing value from that customer. If we were working with some other companies that I won't name up here, we might not have the opportunity to derive revenue from a customer in that open position. Because they'd come back and say, I'm sensitive about my data. I'm a little worried about the cloud. I'm feeling good about it maybe in a year. And I can say, no problem. I can help you out. I can earn some revenue from your organization. And then I can help you build that roadmap to where you feel comfortable, talk about it, and move over time. And I think that if you look at some of the exciting products that are on premises, like Server 2012, that roadmap becomes even more clear. And so it's just such an exciting time right now to be engaged with Microsoft.
That's great. Well, I know you focus on small business, but you also serve other segments. So talk a little bit about why you're excited and continue to be excited about the SMB space.
Well, first of all, I have to say, I don't know how everyone else feels, but I think that right now is probably the most exciting time in the last 15 years to be involved in information technology. And SMB is where you can really dig in. I mean, if you think about it, so we work with mid-market. We also work with enterprise to some extent. SMB is agile. They can adopt technologies almost immediately. You can see the impact that you're having on their business immediately. And so when we're walking in and we're looking at small businesses, we're coming in and saying, hey, let's roll out the latest and greatest. Let's be able to learn about that. Let's be able to see that impact your business. And so we're coming in there and we're able to, the first businesses that we're picking up Office 365, Windows Intune, Dynamic CRM Online, those are the small businesses that are out there and thinking, how can I compete? How can I go out there and look at that 5,000 person company that's coming in and trying to compete with me, and how can I do better than them? And we're the group, Microsoft, me and you, all of you, we're the ones that are empowering that. We're the heroes that are going out there saying, hey, this is great, and we're learning a lot from it. By being involved in SMB, that's our lifeblood. The business there, it's incredibly high margin. It's incredibly exciting, and we're able to take that and actually translate some of that learning that we've got there into the mid-market enterprise and then cycle back the best practices that we see there into SMB. And so again, we've got this amazing cycle.
That's great. It's fun to be the hero and to make money while you're doing it. That's
well,
great.
It's fun to be a Microsoft partner.
So any last words of advice for your colleagues here in the audience?
I would say, over the last 9.5 years, we've been growing tremendously. 46% on average. I'm sorry, 56% on average over the last 9.5 years. And the real reason is because we've engaged with the Microsoft network, partner network. And that's in two areas. Cell phones too. That's in two areas. We've really been able to engage with Microsoft, and that's been transformational. If you're not talking to Microsoft every day, I don't think you're taking true advantage of the partnership. Truly, they have been our business advisors, they've been our technology advisors, they've been our biggest supporters. We've been able to leverage that relationship through an investment, and it's paid back amazingly. And then it's through the day-to-day interactions we have with other partners. Today, my voice is a little hoarse because I've been talking with all of you, or some of you at least, over the last 4 days, and it's been amazing. I can't think of another week when I learned quite as much about how to improve my business. I've got 10 ideas that I want to go back and implement right now. And the other piece I would say is competencies. If you haven't earned the small business competency yet, we've gotten our gold small business competency. It's awesome. When we're able to go out there and leverage those competencies with our customers, it demonstrates our expertise. And I know a lot of people say, it's kind of hard to get out there and sometimes get those competencies. Do it. Earn them. Spend the time to invest in the training resources, the ready-to-go marketing. Everything's available to you.
Great. Chris, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And look forward to continued success.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.